Can you guys hear me okay? It's weird, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of,
Screw it! How you doing?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching the movie and coming tonight. It means a lot. I mean, I've only shown a few people, and you guys are the first to see it, and hopefully you guys enjoy a lot of flashes going on. A lot of flashes. So right now, you guys saw the movie. Hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I'm going to do a Q&A with you guys. And so this is when we get intimate. You guys get to know me. And yeah, feel free to ask whatever you guys like. Yeah, anyone want to start? Yes.
Hi, I'm Maria.
Hi, Maria.
Well, it's not for a question, but like one of my friends, he couldn't come, and he's a really big fan, and he's actually in a stat review session.
Okay. So it's not a question? Okay.
No, he's a student, and he's going to the military next year for just over 2 years, and he actually wanted me to do this.
Oh, thank you.
And he kind of wanted to have a little video, or like let me mention it in the video or something.
Hey, Justin. Hey, man. Anyway, Justin's kind enough to come. We flew into LA today, so yeah. Any other, next question? Yes.
What made you want to make a movie?
What made me want to make a movie? I think the fact that I've been doing YouTube for 5.5 years, and I'm still doing YouTube, which is great. It's hard to tell a story in 2 minutes or 3 minutes, which is what people are used to on YouTube. So, I wanted to just try and write a feature film, see what would happen, and it kind of came together for me. So, yeah.
What was the hardest part about making the movie?
The hardest part, I think, was getting Justin to do it. The night before, he called me. He was like, "Man, what do you want me to do? What? You want me to memorize these lines? What?" I'm like, "Please, Justin, I know you're in Twilight, but." No, Justin was super cool for doing it. No, doing a movie, there's all issues that arise, and from writing it took like close to 4 months, and shooting it, there's all these complications that happen on set. And, now we're editing and finishing. Like all those songs in there, we got to replace them with like royalty-free music. So now it's like another big issue, and so there's so many factors that happen. Any other questions? Yeah. Do I do my own stunts? Yeah, I do. Yeah, like most of them. Look, I'm kind of in shape. I don't need a stunt double. Oh, thank you. But on the paragliding scene, we did have a stunt on the hang gliding. Yeah. Yes.
Are you gonna do YouTube for the rest of your life?
Well, yes. I've been doing YouTube for 5.5 years, and I'm still working on YouTube videos, and that's the reason everything started for me. I kind of started posting. I mean, my first video on YouTube was me like crip walking. If you guys remember, I was dancing in my backyard. It was so stupid. Don't flatter me. But I went from there to to making video blogs, to doing sketches, and now it's been a growing process, and I plan to keep making YouTube videos. Yeah. Yes.
When you started making videos 5 years ago, did you want to be where you are now?
Yeah. You asked if I wanted to be where I am now after 5. I mean, 5 years is a really long time, and a lot has happened in 5 years, and I haven't expected anything. When I started making videos, I didn't even think I was gonna do entertainment. I was supposed to be an engineer. I don't know what you seriously. And now I'm like, doing freaking just hanging out with Justin and being idiots. No, that's really my life. No, I'm kidding. Next question. You had a question, yeah.
Where do you want to be in another 5 years?
In another 5 years, man. Probably just continuing to grow and make feature films and learn from, I mean, I learned so many things from this process, and I made a lot of mistakes, and that's only going to make things get better, you know? Yeah.
What's your dad's opinion on like your videos?
Man, my dad. You can tell my dad is like very well loved. Like literally, if I take him on tour, I'll come out and I'm like, "What up, KevJumba?" He's like, "Oh yeah." And my dad comes out, people are like, "Oh!"
True story.
My dad loves it. He embraces it. I don't love it. Next question. To Dylan. I mean, he's old. So he's not too hip. But he's like, I'll have to explain it to him, which gets really awkward. What's Dylan mean? And I'll be like, Dad, I like father. No. Yeah. So it gets awkward sometimes. Yeah.
What's your favorite YouTube video you've ever done?
Probably Girls Like M&M's, I think. That's probably one of my favorites. I mean, that was the first real time I used my dad, and you know, I had a cool little like theme to it, and it really showed the relationship that I had with my dad as well. And so there was a lot of factors that made me really like that video. Yeah. Who's seen that video? Huh? Oh, thank you. What's up?
That was the first one I ever saw.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. My mom? My mom is awesome. And, yeah. I love her.
Who's your favorite YouTuber to work with?
My favorite YouTuber to work with, Justin Chan. YouTube.com/JustinChan. Subscribe. And, you know, Wong Fu is always really fun to work with. Anytime they ask me to be in a video, I say yes usually. Yes.
What was your inspiration
For this story?
Yeah.
That's a great question. Basically, when I wrote it, it was, I kind of take a lot of what I was before YouTube, like before when I was 16 and I didn't have an identity and I was really shy and awkward and I had a lot of acne, like those days. Like I was in high school, right? And then, you know, going through life and meeting people, you know, you really grow, and Dante is like that cool older brother that I never had. And after, you know, going through high school and you go through a breakup, you think it's the end of the world. You don't know what you want to do with your life. And he's kind of like, yo, you're single, you're 18, you're in Hawaii, so he gives you that positive energy. So the story is kind of just about that, like growing up a little bit. Yeah.
How did you get this story of dating to the movie?
A lot of factors. Like I'm only here with Justin right now, and we're not. It's not fair for us to represent everyone that worked on this film, because when you make a film, it's a cast, it's a crew, and it's a lot of people like that are passionate about it. I mean, we paid for this movie out of our own pockets, so like literally I'm paying for music rights, and like we're all like the producer had to put money in it, and it's hard. It's an independent film, and we haven't made any money from it. We're just kind of showing it to you guys, you know, for your pleasure. But telling the story is worth it, you know. And but there's a lot of people involved. There's a production company in Hawaii that we partnered with, that Dante introduced me to, and you know, I moved out to LA a year ago. I knew nobody. I knew him, but other than that, I really knew nobody. And Dante, when I moved to LA, he kind of, you know, showed me around, showed me this production company. So this movie, I mean, we play all our names. I play Kevin, he plays Dante. Benjamin's really a douche like that. This cute little short Filipino. Like everyone is kind of like, you know, it's really based on reality, and yeah, so a lot of people are involved. I got sidetracked. Next question.
So you've made lots of YouTube videos, and you, along with all other Asian American entertainers, have found lots of success on YouTube.
But now that you're breaking into something a little bit bigger, do you feel like your race ethnicity would be as like a disadvantage to you for being Asian, especially since the cast of this movie is slightly Asian?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't broken into anything. I'm still a kid on YouTube, and you know, only a very few amount of people have seen this, and I don't know what's gonna happen. But it is harder. It is harder when you're Asian American, but that's why it's fun because no one is telling stories. I mean, look at us. I'm looking around. We're all okay, except for a couple of years. And you know, I want to. Hi. But you know, I mean, have you ever watched a movie that you really related to as an Asian American? Not usually, you know. And so I want to tell stories that have nothing to do with us being. It could have been two white people. Two Caucasian people in the movie, and it would have been the same. I mean, we're not playing Asian characters. Other than my dad, who's super Asian. Everyone else is we're American, and so the stories we tell are more relatable. You know, it's not us playing stereotypical math nerds. You know what I mean? Even though some of us in here are, which is cool. I was a nerd, but you know, that's the goal: is to tell real stories that hopefully you guys can relate to.
I have two questions about the Nice Guys Vintage Fun production.
Yes.
How much did you write?
How much of the song?
Yeah.
I wrote my verse, and I never opened the door. Yeah, I wrote that. and I helped. And we just kind of collaborated on it, and Chester wrote the chorus, and I had no idea that I was gonna be a success like that.
Also, do I look hot in this film?
Hell yeah, you don't.
How's it like living with Victor?
Living with Victor. So a lot of these guys on YouTube, we live together now. We're all young, and we're let's go to LA. And I kind of forced Ryan to move into our building too. Ryan Higa and Dietrich lives in our building, and DC. But Victor's really clean and he's really peaceful, and it was really good having him as a roommate.
I'm from Hilo, and I was wondering
Hilo.
what it's like to live with Ryan.
You live with Ryan?
How it's for you.
Oh, what's it like living with Ryan? It's awesome. I mean, he's a smart kid, and he's been, you know, I've known him for 3 years now, and he's always had a good heart. He's really humble. He's really nice, and he's got all the good values of a human being.
I'm also a filmmaker. Do you have any advice on being successful or how to be successful?
I mean, for me, it's funny that filmmaker students are asking me how to be a filmmaker because I never went to film school. I never intended on doing big productions, and what's made me, you know, what got me to this point is just being very honest about I'm lucky, you know, and I'm lucky that you guys watch my videos. I'm lucky you guys are here, and I think having that energy and just sort of really just working hard and just being crazy a little bit, you know, just being hey, I want to go make a movie, and actually figuring out the pieces of doing it. Because everyone says they want to make a movie, but it's a lot of work to actually do one. And you know, it took me close to a year. So usually YouTube videos take me a couple hours. I'm beep. Hey, what's the I'm on YouTube, beep, and then I edit it, and it's much quicker. But with the film, you gotta meet people, you gotta specialize in something, and but if you're passionate about it, then do it, and don't let anyone else tell you about it. Well, I maybe will. You know, if you write an awesome movie and you can reach out to me, if the story's good, I would love to do it. Right. She said with my money in this and a lot of personal time and effort into this, where do I see it going? I don't know. We're doing something that's that not many people have done before. First of all, we made an Asian American film, and Hollywood would say, yeah, what are you going to do with that? No one's going to watch that. And secondly, we made a film that that we're going to distribute digitally, like online. So we're doing things that are super risky, and I don't even know what's going to happen, you know. But it's kind of like my gut. You know, I come to these shows and I see people, you know, reacting to these movies, and I see people enjoying it, and it gives me that confidence, like, okay, like, you know, it might do well, and it's kind of on me, and it's kind of on everyone that supports me to kind of just have that same energy. I don't know. I'm kind of scared. I don't know what's going to happen, but today I had a good time, and I hope you guys had a good time. And that's all that matters. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe 2 more questions.
Okay, 2 more awesome questions. Yes.
Hi, how do you come up with new ideas for your YouTube videos?
How do I come up with new ideas for my YouTube videos? Let me just say an example. So, one time, we were at a bar, and a friend of mine is drunk, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna get you laid tonight. Yo, dude, you haven't got laid in forever. Oh, there's a girl over there. Hey, girl, dude, he's cute. You should do babies. I was like, at the time, I was like horrified. But the next day, I was like, man, I should do a video about it. I should ask Justin to play himself. Thanks to Video Wingman, that has over 5 million views. So it just comes I just kind of like, things happen to me, and I take note of it, and I kind of add some comedy to it, and yeah, it's fun. It's fun for me. Jeremy Lin. Okay, so end the day. Let's talk about Jeremy Lin. Okay. Everyone knows who Jeremy Lin is?
Yeah.
Okay, Jeremy Lin is cool now, but 6 months ago, let's take it back 6 months. It was the lockout. He was a rookie. He got like 2 minutes a game. He was averaging like 2.1 points a game, and he emailed me, and he was like, "Hey man, I'm a fan. Do you think I can be in your video?" And I was like, who's this kid? Like, who? Golden State, cool. And he was like, oh, okay, I'll come down to LA and I'll stay with you. And I was like, all right. And so he flew down to LA and lived with me for 3 days. And, you know, we shot 3 videos together. And in my videos, I'm like, kind of mean to him. I didn't really know him that well. I'm just like, hey, just be in my video and sit on the bed and I'm gonna yell at you. He was like, all right. And then, you know, while he stayed with me, it was weird because he was like super hardworking. Like, he would stay with me and he would call me at 6 a.m. He'd be like, hey, you still want to go to the gym? I'd be like, no. Why are you waking me up at 6 a.m. every day? Because he didn't have a gym, so I would have to let him into my apartment building so he could get into the gym. Freaking 6 a.m. every day! And he would like work hard, he wouldn't go out, he would just be like, oh, I love basketball. But he was so focused, and then, you know, we shot the 3 videos. 4 months later, flipping through Sports Center, Jeremy Lin! Everywhere. Like, Linsanity happened, and now I'm texting him like, hey man. Remember when you stayed at my place? Can I be in your video? So now it's like completely flipped. But no, he's really cool, and we still chat, you know, and yeah, man, Jeremy Lin.
So I think, fortunately, at the ending here, if you have feedback form, CSA board members, could you collect them? So I finished them. Yes, please finish them. Take your time. And so basically, I think what we're going to do is select 10 of them randomly.
Yeah, so after you fill them out, and
select 10 of them randomly, and then
You're gonna pick 10 of them.
hang out.
yeah, you can hang out with us. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know filling out stuff, and I hate asking you guys, but only 100 people got points. So if you weren't the first 100 people in the line, that means you didn't get a Thank you so much. Bye guys. Bye guys.